Rajab affected you personally as a journalist or as a writer? Do you see it as a kind of revealing moment for the collapse of all Western discourse about humanity?
To be perfectly honest with you, I'm at a point where I don't care what of the West collapses and what doesn't. Institutionally, conversationally, rhetorically, doesn't matter to me. Um, I know a few things personally about my personal experience, which I should say doesn't matter, right? I'm talking to you from a house where the lights are on and I don't have to worry about a bomb dropping from the sky and wiping out my entire family. I live in a state of relative privilege that is almost impossible to describe the fullness of. I and on top of that, I'm killing those people, right? My tax money is paying for the bombs that are used to obliterate entire bloodlines. So when I tell you about the ways in which this has affected me personally, and there have been many, I think I need to make clear how relatively pathetic what I'm about to tell you is and how little it matters. Um, I can tell you that a lot of the joy has gone out of life. Um, I used to be one of those people who was very ambitious, awards were really important to me and the next book deal and um, what did this critic think of and did the book earn out and did it make the bestseller list? And none of that bullshit matters to me anymore. Um, and that would have been astounding to the person I was 2 years ago because I tied a lot of my self-worth to this stuff and I don't care about any of it anymore. Um, I am currently in the process of trying to cut as many ties as I have to as many institutions as I can because I feel like if you have failed this test as an institution, I can't believe that you stand for anything at all. And so there's been a number of boards that I've left or a number of groups that I've wanted nothing to do with anymore. But mostly I think that the overarching feeling is just grief and rage. You know, I'm we are expected, and when I say we, I mean the people who come from the part of the world that I come from. We, like many groups that have been on the receiving end of colonialism, are expected at all times to just get over it. And when this is over one way or another, when this stage of the killing is over, we will be immediately expected to just get over it. The way we did with 1 million dead Iraqis, with God knows how many Afghanistani folks, how many Iraqis, how many human beings were murdered in illegal wars. Just get over it. Just get over it. I don't know that we are done grieving one of these people. I wake up every morning, and the first thing I see when I open my computer is usually the picture of a murdered child. What what is the proper mechanism for grief for that? What does it look like? Because in this part of the world, the next thing I have to do that morning is answer my emails and make sure I do my Zoom meetings and do all this complete bullshit. And I can't function as a human being under those conditions. I am angrier now than I have been in my entire life. And yet I know at every event, in every interview, and I'm doing it now, I know I'm doing it now. I can't yell. I can't raise my voice because immediately you're seen as the angry Arab guy. And then who knows what you're capable of, right? You'll strap a bomb on your chest and you'll do this and all the rest of it. So the overriding feeling is just grief and it's just rage. And it's a sense of not wanting anything to do with this anymore. And so I don't know who the hell I am anymore, right? Because if I come back to Egypt, You know, you saw this within 5 seconds of speaking to me. You're like, oh, this guy, he left, you know, he's, yeah, it's Omar Muhammad Laed, but it's also like, you left when you were 5, buddy. Like, and when I'm here, I know how to get by and I know how to speak the language and I know all to do that. But also there's this, right? And there's my name, there's my religion. And so it's a sense of just unbelonging that has always been there in one form or another.